You start it off, and I'll just kind of fill in whenever. I have some notes and stuff from whenever we were talking earlier.
Y'all, I have some notes, but I just realized I cannot read them. So.
Story of my life.
And I even rewrote them, but I wrote them in the car. So Kirsten, why don't you get us started? Let's do, you want to go through the steps to success tips first?
Sure.
Okay.
I was just going to let y'all do this. This is y'all's party. I'm just here.
Oh, girl. Okay.
Hey, y'all said y'all were hosting this, so I'm letting you do it.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, y'all.
I don't even take notes. I don't even have notes. I'll go get my notepad.
Go get your notes, girlfriend. This is what this
here it is. I got it right here.
Okay. So I'm going to start. Well, first of all, if you haven't seen the Joel Dunn video from conference, I highly recommend you watch it. I found a video just now. That's what I was trying to share, and then it didn't come across anybody. So,
my head looks shiny.
Oh my God, Kirsten. Anyways, don't distract me. I'm already scattered as it is. So one of the main things that I got from his speech, though, one of the favorite things I got was to fail forward. That failing, there's nothing wrong with failing. You fail over and over. It's just when you quit, quitting is who you are as a person. And, oh yeah, Joseph, I have it on my phone though, and I'm on my computer. So I'll put it on the team page.
What, can you like share, could do like a share screen or whatever?
Yeah, you can share it. Should I just do the video? Should I just find it and share it real quick and we can watch it?
Well, it's really good. I mean,
it is really good. Okay, then I'm gonna find it. So then, while I'm looking, Becky and Kirsten.
Do you want to do aha moments, or do you want to wait for that?
Yeah, start, girl. Because I'm gonna find the video. So go through your aha moments real quick, and I'm gonna find the Joel Dunn video and share it on my share my screen.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
All right. So my aha moment came when they were introducing the new members of the Millionaire Club on stage at conference, and Rachel Newkirk, she's the one that you see a lot of her pictures from the system and her awesome results from that. She spoke and she said that she had 217 distributors quit on her, but she never gave up on her dreams. But I was just thinking, can you even imagine like how things would have been different if, we have people that quit all the time. It's just not for them. And it happens, but it can be kind of discouraging. But just to know, never give up, because, if she would have given up, then she wouldn't be standing on the stage as making over $1 million with It Works. So, and just remember that it only takes 5 runners to get to ambassador. So don't get hung up on all those people that are quitting. Just keep pushing, and you're going to find the ones that'll go with you to the top. So that was my.
On that same note, I think it was probably in her same little speech. I wanted to pause and tell you, she basically said, like, those quitters, like, they don't see the vision. So it's not, it's your 5 runners that see the vision. If they don't see the vision, then you don't want them. You know what I mean? Like, you want people who can see the end goal and want to be there with you. That was one of my biggest things too, and it's not necessarily a conference thing. It's always been a thing for me, is that don't try to pull people up from the dead. They're dead for a reason. Like, you can't sit there and waste your time trying to pull somebody from the dead, because you don't want to waste your energy on that. You want to pour all yourself and all your energy into your runners. So, like, one of the things I always say is that I'm running, and I am going to reach back, and you can grab my hand and you can run with me, but I will not sit down and wait with you. That's like a really big thing that I think I got from conference and just in general.
Yeah. I have something to add to that. I was doing the Zoom with Katie's team earlier, and I think some of y'all are on here. But like I said, with the 5, you only need 5 people to get to ambassador. So, I mean, like, that's a huge example that Rachel Newkirk went back and counted through her personally enrolled And since she's been a distributor with this company, she's had 217 people quit. All you need is those 5 people. So 5 out of 217 people got her all the way to ambassador. That's why I keep telling you guys to look at it as it's, I mean, you don't want to look at everybody as a number, but you have to realize that success comes in numbers. And I don't want people to, I mean, you may not be a runner now, but I want everybody to become a runner. And the way that you become a runner is to get to an event and you got to get to these events if you want to see the vision. Because you honestly, right now, if you've never been to a corporate event, you don't have the vision. I guarantee you don't have it. You haven't seen what this business has done for other people and the magnitude of it and being around all those other people. I'm telling you guys, you've got to get to an event, even just the one team, one mission. So that's why we're always sharing on our pages, like when there's a one team, one mission or an It Works You in the areas where we have distributors and our team and all that. It's so huge, guys. Obviously, we're going to try to like bring the information to you, but just being there speaks it speaks volumes. It's so much more powerful than we can even begin to make you understand.
Yeah, because you just get sorry, this is really cheesy. I was just watching Grease the other day, and you know the part at the very end when she comes out and she's all in her leather stuff, you know, and I've got chills, right? That's what it's like, and they're multiplying, y'all, and it's like we're all there, and everybody's so pumped up, and just having that being
camaraderie.
Yeah, and just having everybody around you that sees the vision, it's hard not to leave pumped up. And another thing on that note about getting to an event, if you're married and your spouse is not 100% there, get your spouse to that event. I will tell you right now the difference it has made in my business already. My husband came to conference with me, so did Becky's and so did Kirsten's, and they were all supportive before. Tell you what, as soon as we got home, he's like, whatever you have to do, you do it. Like, he's always watched the kids for me. He's always been there, but now he's like, instead of me like, oh, fine, you have another wrap party or another training, I'll watch the kids. Now he's like, yep, I've got the kids. You do what you got to do. I had a launch party yesterday. He had my bags packed for me, ready to go. Like, he knew what I needed, and he did it.
Yep, I totally agree.
Okay, so sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, guys are big numbers people most of the time. Like, my husband has been supportive of this since day one. And a lot of the top earners always say, yeah, my husband was kind of like a supporter, but then when I got that comment in my paycheck, that's when they really turn around, because there's such numbers people. And Tyler, when he saw people being welcomed into the Millionaires Club, and the Millionaires Club doubled in 2015, he's like, wow, this is legit. Like, we're doing this. He went to work that Monday, and everybody was asking him, like, is this real? Like, the money is real and this and that. And all these questions, and he was calling me. He called me like 5 times that day, like, so-and-so asked this, and I don't really know what to say, but he's just so excited. He's like, oh my gosh, everybody's asking me all about this stuff, and I'm telling everybody about the products, and he's like, I got to go out and get some loyal customers and distributors, and I'm like, yes.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
This guy, same.
Emma, did you have a question? No? Oh, it showed that you raised your hand.
I did. Hold on.
Okay. I have you unmuted. Y'all, this is Emma. She's from Tennessee.
Hi, Emma.
Hey, back to you talking about going to a corporate event. There are days that are really tough, and this today and a couple days it's been this way for me this week. But going to that one team, one mission changed my life, because when Mr. Lackey talked, and it's Rusty, he was amazing, and just negativity this week, a lot of it. But that is one thing that each time I kind of was like, wait, no, I know why I'm doing this. And because I was there, and I saw it, and I felt it, and now it's inside me versus just trying to do it, if that makes sense. And so it has helped me, and I just want to take just a second and say I'm so glad I went. And that was one thing that I was going to say tonight. If you get to go to something or you're close, make it happen, because it will change your life.
She is such a leader already. I love it. Okay. Yeah. Awesome. Thanks, Emma. Can you mute yourself real quick? Okay. I think I got the video up, so I'm going to try to share it real quick. Share screen. Y'all are going to have to tell me if this works, okay?
Can I just say that Zoom is the coolest thing ever?
I know.
I'm really excited about it.
Like, I haven't even spoken to a lot of you guys before, and this is just so cool.
Okay,
It's
can everybody, y'all
Yeah.
can see my screen? Okay.
Yep.
So make it bigger, make it full screen.
Okay.
This is really freaking cool.
From food lines and bankruptcy 6 years later to Black Diamond. How do you do that?
Is it frozen for y'all?
Yeah.
Lots of failing. See, we were professional failures.
Hold on.
We'd done
I don't know what's
everything
happening.
you could possibly imagine, and we kept failing. But the biggest difference was we were failing forward. We were learning as we were failing. So my hope for you is that you go home and you fail large, fail huge.
I think my computer just broke.
Fail your way to success.
We're still getting all this down.
I can't hear it, Courtney.
You can't hear it?
Your goals and dreams is
Not at all.
See, failure isn't the end.
I
Failure
can hear it.
Failure is a point in time.
Hold on. Y'all, hold on. I'm having difficulties here.
Quitting is who you are as a person.
Oh, it's a technical difficulty.
That I don't want to go out. I never wear tight clothing going out.
Do not quit on your family. Do not quit on your legacy.
Dude, why do you read your mind right now?
Do not quit on your
I was like, dude, I don't go places being fat, and I don't like wearing tight clothing out about.
What is going on?
Okay, y'all, I don't think it's gonna work. My computer's being like real weird right now.
And somebody doesn't like wearing tight clothing.
You caught me before class,
Did y'all,
and I'm not talking to you then.
hey, somebody's not muted. Hold on.
I
Are
think
you kidding me right now?
Rosalie.
No, you hung up on my dad's conversation.
Rosalie.
hang on just a second. Yep.
Okay, I got her. All right, so y'all, could y'all hear it and not see it?
Yeah, the video wasn't streaming.
Yeah.
I could try it again. I don't know. It just
Why don't we just post it to the page? Isn't it posted to the page? Or we can just post it to the page and they can watch it after.
Yeah, I'm gonna post it to the page because I think that's gonna take up more time than what it's worth. So
Watch,
another, but
watch,
I'll say
watch
another
the
thing
bunch.
from it
Watch
is,
the daily.
okay, y'all, if you're on the call, please make sure you're muted because that was really weird. Okay, another thing that I'll say from Joel's speech was when you look at your E-suite and you look at your rank, that's not who you are. And it's just so much better when he says it. I don't even know why I'm about to try to say it, but you aren't just executive or you aren't just this or that or that. You are whatever rank you want to be. And that's been a really big thing. Actually, Kirsten told me whenever I first started, because I started because I wanted to go diamond. I didn't start because I wanted ruby or whatever. I wanted diamond because that's what Kirsten was. And that's how she got that $10,000 bonus. And I knew that's where I needed to be to help my family. And so she told me from the beginning, she said, you want to be diamond, start acting like one. So from day one, I have run my business like I'm diamond. I'm not diamond yet, but I'm planning on skipping over it and going to double by the end of the month, right?
Yep.
But that's my biggest thing too, is that I took away from conference and like I already had was run your business as if you're already at the rank you want. Like whether or not you have 1 distributors, no distributors, 3, 5, 20, 50, it doesn't matter. You're a leader. And you have to take charge of your business and be the leader for your team, even if it's outside of your comfort zone. That was another thing that somebody else said. If you're in your comfort zone, you're not growing. And we're not in this business not to grow.
And sometimes it's kind of scary to step up as a leader. Like I knew that it was kind of intimidating to me, but that's why you're upline. That's why Kirsten is there for us. That's why Ashley's there. So if you are wanting to step more into that leadership role, ask questions and figure out what you need to be doing in order to make it happen.
Yeah, I have something for that. So from day one, when I joined this business, somebody told me that you need to act like what you want to be. So when I became a Ruby, or when I was shooting for Ruby, like my very first month, I started thinking like a diamond, like a double diamond. What would I be doing if I were in that role already? Doing a weekly wrap party, showing up to every single event, leading my team, learning everything that I can to pass on to my team. So that's everything that I do is the same thing that I do right now as a double diamond minus the team page. is what I was doing back when I was a brand new Ruby. So you guys just learn from what we do, because honestly, it's not hard. You just have to be involved and soak in the information and then pass it on to your team, and boom, you're a leader. That's all it is. All I do is teach what I've learned to you guys, and what's worked for me, I let you guys know. So, I mean, that's as simple as it is, really.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, one of the favorite things that someone said, I don't remember who it was, but they said that they were like a certain, whatever, emerald in their E-suite, but presidential diamond in their heart.
Yeah. I think that was from Joel too. Joel's just amazing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So let me see. Kirsten, what was like a really big aha moment for you? Like the biggest one if you had to choose one?
Gosh, I don't know. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to see if I wrote anything down. There were so many.
Okay, while you're looking, I just found one in my notes. This is two of them. I probably have already said this one since I've left conference like 20 times, because it was one of my really favorite ones, was you have 2 D-days in this business. You have the day you start and the day you get over yourself and get to work.
That's right.
And that one, like, was one of the biggest ones for me. What, Kirsten?
Oh, nothing. I was just laughing at Jen because she's probably posting you right now.
Yeah, she was taking pictures in the background.
Making a post.
So I'm making like a peace sign to you guys. That was a really big thing for me, because well, when I started this business, I had to have this business. I was looking at having to go back to work just to pay for my kids' daycare and maybe bring in $200 extra a month. And because we needed that $200 extra a month. So when I started, it wasn't an option not to run, and it still isn't. Now it's changed, because like it went from like I just need the money to now obviously this business is doing so many more things for me than that. But I had to learn very early on that there were a lot of things I wasn't comfortable with, like adding people on Facebook was a really big one for me. But I just had to realize, like, I just have to do it. If I want to grow my business, I have to reach people. And I can't just reach out to the same people over and over and over again, because it was great. They got me my first 4 loyal customers, and they got me my first few distributors, and I'm lucky to have some of my very best friends on my team. But it wasn't going to be enough. It wasn't going to be enough to take me to the next level. So that was a really big comfort thing for me. So like the sooner you just realize, like, whatever it is in your brain, get over it and just get to work, your business is going to explode. And you're gonna be a lot more confident, because once you get out and you do that, like blitzing, nobody's comfortable with blitzing. Tell you what, man, I got back from conference, I added my waitress, the girl at Walgreens, all these people, I added them all on my Facebook. And I just got out of my comfort zone. But then once you do it, it's like, wow, that really wasn't that bad. If you watched Joel and Stephanie's Periscope the other day, Joel said something I really liked also. He said that as long as he's been in this business, he hasn't known anybody who has died from blitzing.
That's good. I like it.
It was so good. It wasn't conference, but it was just a really, really good one. And then another really big aha moment for me was, don't work this business based on how you feel. Work it based on what you want. Because if you work it based on what you feel or what's going on in life, because you feel tired, you feel worn out, or you feel burnout or whatever, you're never going to get there. Like, you just have to make yourself do it anyways.
Yeah, that's a huge one for me. And I will tell you guys day in and day out that I have never once since I joined this company 10 months ago ever taken a day off, like from posting or whatever. Like, I've always posted no matter what. Even like I was saying earlier tonight, when I was on vacation, I would still post. Like, I would post selfies with my greens in the morning. Like, even on vacation, I'm still drinking my greens because we have greens on the go, you know, like that kind of stuff. You have to make the decision right now if this is what you want. If this is what you want, you absolutely cannot live without being a diamond, a double diamond, an ambassador diamond, whatever it is that you want. You have to make the decision. If you don't decide, then you're never going to do the steps that it takes to get there. You're going to always make excuses. And life is going to come up. Life happens for all of us. Trust me. There are days when I'm like, this is hard, you know? All I want to do is go back to bed and sleep, but you just have to do it. And once you start going and once you make yourself take that first step, then the rest of it just follows suit, and then you're already on a roll. And it's like that for me with messaging. Sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to message. But I send out those first 2 or 3 messages, and then I go and send out 300. And it's like incredible. Like I just can't, I won't stop. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm on a roll. So let's just keep going and going. And it becomes like an adrenaline rush. It's so much fun. But I had an aha moment too. What was it? God, I just lost my train of thought. It was something that you said. Anyways, you go ahead. I'm going to try to think of what I was going to say.
Okay, Becky, do you have something? Oh, hold on. Karen is going to share. Go ahead and unmute yourself, Karen. This girl right here, you listen.
I wanted to, something that Kirsten said about, even on your hardest day, still posting and stuff. It's like my grandmother's funeral is Saturday, and so I actually went ahead and I have an empty bottle of Confianza because I'm out right now. So I went ahead and took a picture the other night that's going to be scheduled to post that morning, and I have post scheduled for while I'm at the funeral because I obviously can't be on my phone while I'm at the funeral. And you just got to push through it. It's like it sucks trying to deal with putting funeral together and helping my mom, but still doing all this at the same time. But I'm at least trying to do it at the moment.
Right. And people are going to, and that's the thing, like people are going to see that. People are going to see like, wow, she is still making this business a priority and she's not going to flake out. And I think that's one of the biggest things that people need to see is that you're in this business, that you're not going to flake out and you're not going to quit. And even when it gets hard, like you're still going to be there. It's hard. I mean, it is really, really, it's hard whenever I have plenty of days where there's so much stuff going on that I'm just like, I can't even, like, how do I make a post? And that's okay. That's why we have the post on the team page. And guess what, guys? You can use the same before and after post over and over again. Oh, yeah. This is like a big thing. I didn't even take away from anything they said on the stage, but just talking to somebody at conference was, hold on, sorry. Karen, will you mute your background real quick? Think about it. Coca-Cola, you know the polar bear ad for Coca-Cola?
Yeah.
You've probably seen it. They use the same ad over and over again, and it goes to the, what is that? People need to see something like 5 to 27 times.
21 times before they say yes.
Yeah, and so it's okay if you have to recycle your posts. On those hard days, find a post that you used a week ago and use it again. Don't use it back to back, but it's okay if you cycle through them. I
have something to say.
Get it, girl.
So on that note, on stage, Tiffany Herr, is she presidential? She's presidential, right?
Yeah.
So she was talking about how just a couple of weeks ago she had a miscarriage and that she took a day off.
2 weeks before conference.
2 weeks before conference, she had a miscarriage. And she took that day off, understandably. But then she sat back and thought about it. And she is running this business, yes, for her family, but she's a leader also, and she can't give up on her team. So regardless if you have customers or distributors underneath you, you need to be thinking about the people that are depending on you and are looking to you for support and guidance. And remember that whenever you want to quit or stop some days or just not post, that kind of stuff you have to think about. So
yeah, what she said, I think what she had said, because that really stuck out to me too, because I mean, gosh, like that's difficult. And what she said was like, she cried that whole day, and then the next day she got up because her downline believed in her and her upline believed in her, and she loved them, and so she wasn't going to quit on them. That I was like, whole time at conference I was bawling my eyes out, but that one I was definitely like, ooh.
Yeah.
Ugly tears, real ugly tears. Oh, Kirsten, did you find yours?
No, I can't. It was something that had to do with Joel and Stephanie, but I can't remember.
So another one that I have, and this is really big. I think you probably, if you're in my downline, you hear me say it all the time. There is no, I'll hope or I'll try. It's I am and I will.
Yes.
Watch The Secret if you haven't watched it already. Kirsten told me like 3 months before I actually watched it, and then I was like, okay, I understand now why you wanted me to watch it so much. Once you start telling yourself, like when you're saying, oh, I hope I will, it's not going to happen. Once you start telling yourself that it is going to happen, it will happen.
You got to start saying when I'm a ruby, when I'm a diamond, when I'm an ambassador diamond, because you have to literally put that out into the universe, and it's like, it's science, guys. It's like you might not realize it, but like we actually attract negative and positive energy to ourselves. And when you're negative, you're only attracting negative. When you're positive, you're attracting the positive. So it's just one of those things that's been around for centuries and centuries, and it's real. And you just have to, like, that's what I'm saying. You got to put it on your mirror, your bathroom mirror. I can like do a Periscope and show you guys all around my house that I have Post-it notes and stuff all over the place. I'm sure my housekeeper thinks I'm a nut job because I have like all of these things plastered all over my house. And I'm like, I don't care, because guess what? I even crossed out triple diamond and put presidential on there because that's my goal for the next several months. Obviously, I want to be an ambassador by the end of the year, but one step at a time.
Okay. Becky, did you have one? Because I found another one.
Go ahead, girl.
These are like y'all, can you see my notes? It started just getting really big and sloppy towards the end of it because I was like crying and I was like, screw the lines. Okay. And I don't remember who said this either. Becky was really good at like writing down names and remembering quotes. So I'm not like giving people the right credit, but oh no, I think it was maybe Denise Walsh. I don't know. She was talking about saying yes to the challenges and letting your struggle lead to action. So James 3:5, which by the way, they probably said that verse like several times throughout conferences. God didn't give you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and sound mind. So a really big thing for me, which my sister actually told me a long time ago before I even started It Works, is that if you're living your life out of fear, you're not living it out of faith. And that is something I always remind myself every time I'm getting fearful, is that if I'm being fearful, then I'm not having faith in God that He's going to lead my business and that He's going to lead me in the right path. So as soon as I let that go, He always sends me a sign that things are going in the right direction. Like Kirsten and I were talking the other day, and we were both like freaking out because we have these really big goals, and we're like, we're going to do this, but how are we going to do this? We're just going to do the same stuff, and we're like going crazy. And I told her I had literally just prayed the night before, and then a girl that I had thought was never going to sign up as a distributor, I got a message at 6:45 that morning telling me she wanted in, and she should be signing up either today or tomorrow. And so every single time I let it go and give it to God, He always shows me that this is where He wants me to be. So that was like a really, really big thing for me. And then also strive for significance, not just success. That was another really big one for me. I have no idea who said it again. So, and then I'll let y'all, I'm the chatterbox, so I'll let Becky or Kirsten go next.
Go ahead, Kirsten.
Well, it's just funny because a lot of this stuff that we learned is stuff that I've kind of already known, and I'm like always preaching to you guys because it's like we're all on the same journey, and we're all going through the same exact things. And it doesn't matter if you're an ambassador diamond or an executive, you're going to come across the same challenges. And so I just think it's so weird, like so funny how we all have the same advice and we've all seen the exact same stuff. Like all these notes that I have, I'm like, it's just crazy because I'm like, okay, yeah, I've already known this, I've already preached this, but I forget that we have new people that have never heard of this stuff before. I'm trying to see. Oh, Courtney Levy had a really good tip. Hers was to quit. Don't focus on the people who are quitting because the cream will always rise to the top.
Yes, yeah.
Loved that.
I like that one. So you can sign, like it just goes back to Rachel Newkirk, who's had 217 people quit on her. Those people weren't the cream. But what also kind of breaks my heart with that is that a lot of those people, those 217 people, never gave themselves a chance. Like they probably never showed up. They probably never got on a call. They probably never wanted to meet Mark Pentecost. And that's the kind of stuff that's going to change your business. Like, I'm telling you, when you can take a selfie with your CEO, that's a pretty big deal. Like, that's not something that most other companies offer their distributors, you know? Like, when I worked for GE, you think that I would have ever gotten a selfie with the CEO of General Electric? No, never. Never. So, we all have the ability to become a runner and to be, you know, you want to mold yourself into that distributor that you want on your team. You know, like, you want to be the runner. If you don't have a runner, you need to be the runner. And if you aren't a runner, then you're not going to attract runners. So that's a huge one. Like, you guys have to start acting on your business. You got to start doing the steps and being consistent, and then you're going to find those people that want to do it with you. If you're not doing that already, then it's like nobody's going to come to you. And if you already have a team and you're not a runner, your team is following exactly in your footsteps. I can tell you guys, when I feel like I'm having a slow day and I'm like kind of slacking off, I feel like my entire 250-person team is slacking off because they're watching me. Everybody's watching their leader, you know what I mean? If Ashley Olive quits posting, I'm like, well, heck, if she quits, I quit. You know what I mean? It's like that. So you have to always be the person that you want on your team. If you want a runner, you need to be the runner. Because if you aren't the runner, then nobody's going to want to, they're watching you. They're going to do exactly what you do. If I'm like busting my butt, having parties and posting and messaging and all this and sharing all my tips, then my team is going to do the exact same thing. It's just the energy has to be fed off onto your team. And if you don't have a team, you still need to do these things anyways, because that's what's going to attract the team. So
Right.
Back to the secret. Everything that you do is attracting what you want.
Yeah, I think the main thing, basically, I think there's two words that kind of wrap everything up: belief and action.
Yep.
You have to believe it, you have to see it, and you have to put it into action to get there. Like, those are my biggest, like, if there were two words that I could sum up that entire thing, that would be it.
Yeah, and I think that if you truly do have belief, then the action is just a natural byproduct of that.
Yeah, so that, sorry, my dad gives really good advice sometimes when he wants to, and he told me, I was having some like personal issues in my life, and he gave me a really good piece of advice, and he said, sometimes your heart isn't all the way in it, and you know, sometimes your heart might not all the way be there, but sometimes what did he say? Sometimes your heart has to follow your action. So even if you don't feel it, you still act it, and then your heart's going to catch up eventually. That might take a little bit of time, but even on the days you don't feel it,
I have something to go with that.
Go.
Write it down, Courtney.
I'm ready.
This was an aha moment for me, and I can actually tell you guys that this happened for me today, that when you're having a bad day, you need to get to an event, because those people at that event are going to lift you up, and you're going to feed off of that energy of all these like-minded people. And when you're having a good day, you need to get to an event, because you're going to do that and you're going to give that energy to those people. So the takeaway of that is to get to an event. When you're having a bad day, you need to get to an event so that you'll start having a good day. And when you're having a good day, you need to be the good for somebody that's having the bad day. And that was me today. I was having a little bit of a rough day. I'm not going to lie. And I did this Zoom thing for Katie's team earlier, and I walked away like, you know what? I just pumped myself up with my own words. Like, I totally changed my own attitude. I was really tired and kind of worn out today. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to do this Zoom, and I don't even know what I'm going to say. I'm just going to talk. And I did. And guess what? I walked away like, man, I just totally inspired myself with myself. So it's like, you just sometimes have to just go out and do it. Make yourself do it. Make yourself get to that rap party. If you have a weekly rap party in your area or whatever it is, go and do it, because you're going to walk away and feel refreshed and inspired. And that's exactly what you need when you're having that bad day.
Right. Actually, the last team training that I had in December, we didn't get a lot of training done. We were supposed to do dream boards, but Kirsten brought a lot of wine. So it didn't really, it turned into like a wine fest.
Don't blame it on me. Jen drove.
So my point was, what I was going with that is, I was having a really rough time. I was going through a lot of stuff in my personal life, and I was like, you know what? I just need my team. Like, we can just, and I was like, let's do our dream boards. Let's have some wine. Let's get together. And that was kind of really, like, I selfishly threw a team training because I just wanted my girlfriends, and I just wanted my friends around me that were going to lift me up and keep me motivated in my business. And I needed to have that reminder of why I was doing this. And so everybody got here and we had a good time. And it was just so refreshing and uplifting. But then also on that, I won't tell you why I have this piece of advice, but never quit on a bad day. So when you're having a bad day and you feel like quitting, remind yourself, never quit on a bad day. If you're going to quit, make sure it's on a dang good day and that you know 100% that this is not what you want. Never quit on a bad day. And then love destroys fear. That was another really big one that I had.
Yeah.
Those are all my like motivational tips. All the other stuff I have is like stuff we like tips.
Yes.
Yeah, like steps to success and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Surrounding yourself with positive people is a big thing too. I posted something last night where it was like, if you are surrounded by 5 intelligent people, you'll be the 6th. So it's really important to surround yourself with positive people. So if you are having a bad day, reach out to one of us, you know?
Yeah, like it's okay to be like, hey, I'm having a bad day, I need to vent. Do it. It's
You
totally
have, well, and it's not just like it's okay. You need to be able to do that. Like, this business is so amazing, and you know, when you're trying to promote and there's a lot of pressure, you put all that, nobody's putting pressure on you, but you have that pressure on yourself, and sometimes you just feel like I might want to scream and I just need to get it out. Like, you need to find somebody that you can do that for.
And who better than the people that are going through the exact same thing? So
yeah, because we love you and we care about you, and we're going to slap you in the face if you tell us you're going to quit.
But going off of what you just said, that you can only, that you're putting pressure on yourself and nobody else is putting pressure on you, I will disagree with that and say that I do put pressure on you guys because I believe more in you than I think some of you believe in you. And if you tell me that you want $1,000 Ruby bonus and I see that you're slacking off and that you're not posting and that you're getting discouraged, I'm going to call you out and I'm going to say, listen, 2 weeks ago you told me that you were all in and you wanted nothing more this month than to earn that $1,000 Ruby bonus. And so I'm going to put the pressure on you. I'm going to bring the heat to you because sometimes you just need somebody chasing you to actually go out and do it. Otherwise, you're like, oh, well, it's not easy today. I feel like it's too hard and this and that. But you have it in you. You just need somebody to come in and stir it up.
Yeah.
So I will put the pressure on you guys. I mean, I'm not going to like chase you down or anything. But if you tell me that you have a goal, I'm going to help you make sure that you're sticking to it, that you're going to meet it.
And then on that, speaking of goals, don't be janky with your goals either, or like don't be janky with them. If you're at Ruby,
okay, John Eric,
and your box, I know, and your box for Emerald, don't tell me your goal is Emerald. Make your goal Diamond. Like the whole thing about conference was rising up and taking it up a whole. Oh God, it's so cheesy. A whole
another level.
I'm just saying, like,
don't sell yourself short.
Exactly. Don't say, like, this is one of my biggest pet peeves. Somebody be like, well, realistically, I think I can make it to Ruby. Okay, well, how about you set a really big goal for yourself and achieve it, and then once you do, you're going to feel like you're on top of the flipping world. Like, don't just say, like, I think I can make it to Ruby, so I'm just going to make it to Ruby. No, like, make your goal Emerald and shoot for Emerald. And if you get to Ruby along the way and you don't get to Emerald, that's okay. You get to Ruby, and then you make your goal Diamond. Like, set those goals high.
Definitely.
Yeah, and you have to remember that your journey is going to be different than everybody else's, so don't compare, you know? There are people that get to Presidential Diamond in 5 months, but maybe that's just not the path that God has for you, and, you know, maybe you need that journey and that time to develop yourself as a leader and all of that. Yeah.
No, I have to. Oh my gosh, yes, that's so true. Because let me tell you guys something. I was boxed for Emerald for 3 months. Oh, will you do me a favor and go in the office and get my charger? I hope this thing doesn't die while we're on this training. I was boxed for Emerald for 3 months, And like, you can ask Kirsten, I was like beating my head up against the flipping wall. Like, why am I not at Emerald already? Like, I've been boxed for this long. But then it all just clicked to me at conference. Like, there's a reason why I was boxed for Emerald for 3 months, and then I've been at Emerald for 2, because God was preparing me to go to Diamond or to go to Double Diamond to get those big bonuses that's going to change my entire like life. I can't even fathom. Like, when I get to Double Diamond by the end of the month, between me and my husband, that's $72,000 worth of bonuses. Y'all, that's more a month than my husband bonuses. That's more a month than he makes as a police officer. Okay, it's just insane. So always remember that God has a plan and he has a design for you. Like, okay, hold on, I'm gonna plug in my computer so I don't lose you all real quick. If you feel like you're stuck or, okay, we're good. Or anything else like that, but just don't forget, like, your journey is unique to you. There's a path and there's a reason why. And that was like a really big thing for me also. Like, when we got to at conference and I heard all those bonuses, I was like, I just can't believe like how great God is. Like, I could have been mad. And by the way, speaking of bonuses, I could have been mad that I promoted to Emerald 2 months before they did an Emerald bonus, but I'm not, because that's good. Those are the things that are meant to help your business, not hurt you. So don't let a bonus, like if you promoted right before they announced the bonus or you miss a bonus, don't let it kill your entire business, because that's not what you're fighting. Like, yes, we're fighting for the bonuses because they're amazing, but it's about more than that. It's about helping your family, and it's about leaving your legacy, and then it's also helping others help their family and their friends and things like that. So don't quit just because you didn't get a bonus, which we've talked about that a million times.
I didn't get a bonus for going Double Diamond, and guess what? The month that I got boxed in for Double Diamond and I didn't have the volume yet, the very next month was the first month that they quit doing the good bonuses. So I was kind of like, oh my gosh, there's no bonus this month. Do I even want to promote? Well, heck yeah, I want to promote. That month that I promoted to Double Diamond, even without that bonus, is the month that I retired from my full-time job. So the income is what's going to change your life. It's not the bonus. The bonus is a bonus. It's not the income chart that you see, that average income chart, that is not including bonuses. That's including just commission. So you can't dwell on a bonus like that. Like, it's just not even important. I mean, it's huge right now. Obviously, push yourself to get a bonus, but if you happen to not get one, don't like beat yourself up about it.
Yeah, you got
Everyone
like
asks Jen, God is so good.
from the $20,000 bonus.
Yeah, exactly. Like, when you're fighting for a paycheck that's $30,000 or a month, or as a Black Diamond, $100,000 a month.
I'll quit over the $20,000.
Yeah,
bonus.
exactly.
I don't think Joel and Stephanie ever got a good bonus.
They probably didn't even have them back. Like, they started off with the company. Like, they didn't have Blitz cards when they started. They didn't have
Social media.
Like none of that stuff. So what it comes down to with these bonuses, like, this is what blows me away. This company on a regular basis is that this company is so amazing. They do so many things to help us. Like, it wasn't by accident, you guys, that they did BOGO wraps, and then they did BOGO wraps on the starter kit, and then they did BOGO wraps again. They did all of those things to help set you up for these bonuses, because they want you to have them. They want your family to get out of debt. It's not like when you're working in corporate America where they just want you to make somebody else rich and they don't want to pay you enough for it. Like,
right. Listen to this. It's really cool to think about the timeline of the way they did the BOGO, is that a lot of companies would do a BOGO on products because they want the money that they're going to get from selling those products. But our company does things in reverse. So they did the BOGO on the kit, and then, so they got all these new distributors. Then they did the BOGO on the wraps to help all those brand new people get their first customers, and to help all those enrollers get those $100 Fast Start bonuses. So actually the company paid out more money by doing it in that order than they would have if they did it the reverse way. Yeah. So how generous of them to do that for us, you know what I mean? Like, they could have done it the way that everybody else would have done it, but they would rather pay out $100 Fast Start bonuses to all those enrollers who helped their new distributors get their first 2 customers by taking advantage of the BOGO. You know, it's like, it just leaves me amazed every time they do something like that, because I'm like, you know, they're a debt-free company and they take care of us. Like, we get paid more. I have friends that are directors and Mary Kay guys that have been been directors for 3 or 4 years that are making like $3,000 a month or something. And they've been busting their butts doing all those parties and all those skincare classes and all that stuff. And it's just crazy how much we can make in such a fast time period.
Becky, I bet you have it written down. Did you write down how much in bonuses that the company, or how much the company paid out last year?
Kirsten said it earlier, I think.
$1.75 million.
Yeah.
It's insane, y'all.
In good bonuses. That's not even commission. Like, that's cray-cray.
They want us to succeed. They had an entire segment and conference giving awards to people that have paid off the most debt this past year. They want us to succeed.
It's called the Freedom Bonus.
Yes.
Those people got the Freedom Award.
Yeah. Yeah, and so it's just crazy. And so you just have to keep that near and dear to your heart. You know what I mean? Like, don't forget what you're fighting for. I
have one more thing that I think, okay. It goes with, like, don't, it's really hard not to compare yourself to somebody else's journey, because you might start at the same exact time as somebody, and that person might get to diamond and you're still stuck trying to get to ruby. And you might feel like, well, something's wrong, I'm not doing something right, this or that, or you watch somebody succeed so fast that it's hard not to get frustrated and think that you're doing something wrong. But what you don't realize is that person has probably been through a hell of a lot in their life, that they actually have been working, and like, God has been preparing them for that success for a really long time. And you may not see what they've gone through in their lives, that, you know, they've basically paid their dues already. You know, like, they've been through the hard times, they've gone through it, and they've seen really rough times. And sometimes when you've kind of had an easy life and you're like, no, I've never really been through a hard time, or you may think that you have, but compared to somebody else, you may not have. And so I think that's a really big thing to keep in mind, is God is preparing us all. Like, we all have to pay our dues, and He's going to do things in your life as you're ready. If you're not ready for the leadership, then He's not going to put you in a leadership role. Like, you have to start learning and striving to get to that level. And I mean, it's not hard to do. All you have to do is just start acting like a leader and be the leader that your team needs. But if you're not, then you're probably not going to get that leadership role that you really, really want. And you just never know what somebody else has been through before they found it works. They may have, you know, had some terrible hard times, like Joel and Stephanie. You know, they're Black Diamond, but they were having a really hard time with life before this came into their lives. So of course they're Black Diamond. You know, they paid their dues. So that's basically what I have for that.
Yeah, that's so true. That's so true. That's pretty much everything I have. I'm thinking maybe it might not be a bad idea. We can do another Zoom another night. We can go over the tips, other separate tips and stuff that we learned. Maybe just do Periscope or something. But yeah, does anybody else have anything they want to share or say? Feel free. Becky, anything else?
Justin Keith, do you have anything?
Can you actually
I actually wrote something.
me up with what happened?
Hold on, y'all. I have
The super delay.
hold on. Freaking okay, Justin, go ahead.
So I found something the other day that kind of goes along the same lines of putting in the work that you need to, and it was around the Super Bowl time, so it's in reference to that, I guess, but mostly as the work that you can do and get done. It says a championship does not define a champion. A champion is dedicated, committed, and disciplined long before they ever win a championship. They have a work ethic and an attitude toward their work that is relentless and obsessive. They prepare, train, and constantly find ways to improve their performance each and every day. They have total belief and conviction in their ability and back themselves no matter what the situation may be. They are prepared to do what average people are not willing to do. They are willing to put it all on the line for what they believe in and push themselves to the absolute limit. A championship is simply an outcome of years of preparation, commitment, and dedication to their craft and their vision. Are you working and performing at the level of a champion, or are you finding ways to stay average?
I love that. I got goosebumps.
This is my hobby.
I like that it says you have to be relentless and obsessive, because that's the way I feel every day. Like, I feel like I obsess over this business because I love it. It's like my passion, you know? And that's just, you just have to be so inspired and so fired up by it that it's like you wake up every day wanting more. Like, I want more. I love signing up new distributors. I love teaching people about this and getting them to their first event and seeing their face light up. It's like, I freaking love it. Just love it.
Me too. Yes. Oh, and one other thing that we didn't touch on, just that, you know, you say you're looking for runners, but you've got to remember to blitz people when you're out, because that runner could be the cashier at Walmart.
That was the thing I couldn't remember to say.
There you go. I got it for you, girl.
That waitress with a good attitude, with a good personality, the person behind the cashier's register.
You never know. If you get that gut feeling to blitz, you just blitz them. Hey, Joseph, did you have something you wanted to say? I have you unmuted.
Oh, okay. Actually, yeah, just listening to you guys all about your inspiring tips and listening to them read that motivational speech about being winners before you even step on the field. So I manage a restaurant, and I took over a new restaurant 3 years ago. And the reason I took it over is because it was in the bottom 100 of all the restaurants across Canada. So took that one over. Today we just got our review, and we're going to join the Diamond Club for the restaurant. We've been a top 25 store for the last 6 months. So if you guys just keep at it, like, no matter how shitty your outlook looks like right now when you're looking at it, just think, like, 3 years later, we just got a plaque on our wall for being the top 25 for 6 months in a row.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Yes, you never know. You never know what can happen. Don't quit, because you never know if that next day you were going to sign up the person that was going to change your life, you know?
Yeah,
Like
I think
Joel
Kirsten
says,
posted
quitting
that
is who you
earlier.
are as a person.
Weston wants to say bye and night-night, y'all. Okay.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Whoop. Hey.
Bye, Weston.
Okay, he's going to take away before the toddler fit commences. But yeah, I think Kirsten had posted something similar. Like, you just, what was it, Jeannie, or no, it was whoever signed up Jeannie Page. Who signed her up?
Ashley did.
Ashley did. Sorry, I couldn't remember who her. So, imagine if Ashley quit the day before she found Jeannie Page, and Jeannie Page went Presidential Diamond in 9 months. Like
5
months. Sorry.
5 months. Ashley
So
went
long.
pres in 9, and Jeannie Page went pres in 5.
Okay, my bad. I'll let you say it.
What were you saying, babe?
What?
You said something. Something that Joel said.
Oh yeah, is it quitting defines who you are as a person, so you don't want to quit. That was really all I said.
That was it.
That was it. And it's true. Like, if you think about it that way, it's so true. I had my very first distributor that quit on me. Why is it echoing?
I don't know.
Gosh, I know why. Hold on, let me fix it.
Yeah, I remember when your first distributor quit on you, you were eaten alive by that.
I took it so personally, guys, but I just realized that I found out later on that she quit. She joined Beachbody. She quit that. She had tried Herbalife. She quit that. And I'm not saying that I think she's an awful person. She doesn't have enough faith in herself, and she doesn't think that she's worthy. So she quits everything she does. And it's just kind of like, when you quit, you quit. That's who you are. You're a quitter. And she even told me that when she did quit, she was like, I quit everything I do. That's just what I do. And, you know, I tried my best to, like, motivate her and things like that. But at the end of the day, you can't help somebody who doesn't want to help themselves. So I did a Periscope the other day that only like 5 people watched. And I kind of talked about that a little bit, about how, because I've seen it with me, and I've seen it with a lot of people who have quit, that they see these really big goals and they have these dreams, but they're scared to allow themselves to dream it because they don't feel like they are worthy of it or that they deserve it.
Very
and
true.
that's just the thing, like what Joel had said, like God didn't design you to live by default. He designed you to live greatness. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you've done in your past, what you're doing now, what you might do later, any of the mistakes. It doesn't matter how badly you screwed up because you are worthy to get where you want to be. You are worthy of your dreams. And I think that's a really big thing that I've just learned in this business in general, because I never dreamed before. I always thought like I was never going to travel. I always thought like I was just going to like have my simple life here in College Station, Texas. I went to school. I have a college degree. I have an amazing husband. I have an amazing family, and that was gonna be it. But I always wanted more, and I always craved more to make an impact. But I didn't feel like I deserved it or like I was worthy to lead people. And then the moment that I started allowing myself to realize that I am worthy, and fortunately I have an amazing downline, and you guys reaffirm me on a daily basis, that makes me realize that no, I do deserve this, and so do you. Like, doesn't matter what you've done, like you are worthy. And so if your first step, if you don't think you deserve what Stephanie and Joel Dunn have, then every single day wake up and tell yourself you are worthy, and you will be Black Diamonds.
That's right. And for anybody that's thinking that, okay, so somebody had 217 people put on them. There are 7.5 billion people in this world. Find another one.
Yep.
Yeah, success is in numbers. It totally is.
I love it.
You have to wade through all those people that don't want it to find the people that do.
And sometimes it is hard whenever you do have people quit. I know that I seriously do take it really personally. Like, I just am like, I don't know, it just hurts in my heart. But you just kind of have to move on and realize that that person just wasn't ready to change their life, and there's going to be somebody that is. And
you have to be a big person to be at the top of this company. You're going to have thousands of people looking at you. You're going to have a huge team that literally thinks that you're a celebrity. You have to be ready for that. Like, the average person isn't cut out for this. You have to really think about that the people that come in and then just immediately get out, they don't have what it takes, and you really don't want them stringing along with you just to quit when they're a double diamond or something like that. You know, you don't want that. You want to, I personally, when somebody comes in and quits like in a month, I'm like, thank you for doing that, because I don't want you in my business. You know, like I want to weed out the people that are just not ready for this. You have to be a strong person, and you have to be really ready to take on a role like this. I mean, obviously you can come in and not have a single leadership skill because you'll learn it as you go, but you have to be ready to learn and change and accept that you have to grow and get bigger. You know what I mean? It doesn't just happen overnight, but there's some people that just won't do it at all. Some people just can't grasp it.
Yeah. Oh man, I had something from that, but I totally forgot already. I just got so pumped up by what y'all were saying. Emma, what's up, darling?
So something that really kind of hit me today was, you know, we post and post and post and post, right? But I feel like it kind of was an aha moment, maybe not, but I just felt like there's so many people watching, because I watched Jennifer for a long time. She told me all kinds of stuff, and I was like, yeah, right. But when I got the notification that I actually made money last month, that was a big deal to me, you know, and it may not be very big, but for me it's a big deal because I really did step out in faith. And we don't know what we have, you know what I mean? I don't think, at least for me, I'm sorry, I'm emotional.
Girl, we're all emotional.
Something
We are.
huge. We have something huge, you know what? Because there's people, even in my own town, that really, really could benefit from this on the money level, but even much more on the relationship level. Look at us tonight. It's a Wednesday night?
Thursday.
No, Thursday. It's Thursday night, and we're all talking, and we're all excited. And yes, we've had hard days and hard weeks. But you know what? We are so blessed, privileged, lucky, you name it. You know what I mean? I needed this tonight, probably. If nobody else did, I know I did. But you know what? There's people watching, you know, and they're gonna see that my life has changed completely. And I have a lot of naysayers in my life, close people. But you know, that's okay, because my life has changed. And if nothing came from this, the love that I feel and the relationships I have, it's worth $99 for sure. Thank you all so much.
This girl right here. Woo! She's going to be on the stage next year for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she will.
Totally see it.
Yeah. It's so amazing. Thanks, Emma. I cannot even.
That's just
We're
so
like
cute.
bawling our eyes out over here.
Well, it's like that for all of us, though. I think the business is great. Like, I love the money, obviously, but like this business has satisfied and given me something that I didn't even realize that I needed. You know what I mean? Like, just to belong and feel like you're leading this team that's changing their lives. And thanks, Emma, for making us all cry. But it's just so true, you know? Like, what kind of other job makes you feel like this and like gets you so excited, and you literally create like this family that you have, and you guys are all over the country, and even in Canada, it's crazy. It just blows me away that people, like, not every soul on this planet doesn't want to be a part of this, and it's just because they don't know, you know, they don't know about it. So that's our job is to just go out and tell them like how crazy cool this is, and if nothing else, you make a whole bunch of friends. You have a huge family behind you. Like, that's what it is. It's just so cool. We are very blessed. That's it.
Yeah, and that's why it always comes down for me. The biggest thing I can tell anybody, and like you guys already have the right idea because you're all here, is to get connected. Because when you go out to do it on your own, and you're trying to like muddle through everything and figure it out on your own, it's so difficult and it's so stressful. But the moment that I like truly allowed myself to dive in and be a part of this team, everything changed. And it's just so crazy to think, like, had I never signed up to join It Works, like, I wouldn't know you guys. Like, even Kirsten, y'all, everybody thinks I'm her cousin. I get special treatment. I really don't. If anything, I might get beat up a little bit more. But I'm just kidding. But
I'm a little bit tough on Courtney, but that's because I know she's got way more in her than she probably thinks that she does.
So anyways, my point being was that even I've known Kirsten my entire life, but we didn't have a relationship before It Works. And it's like, how crazy is it to think that I would have gone the rest of my life having this like super blonde cousin that really knows how to do her makeup really well and not have a relationship with her? I'd be missing out on so much. We talk every day now. Like, I'm like, well, what? I don't even know. What was I doing with my life before? And then Becky was my accountability partner that Kirsten hooked us up with. And we just connected the other day that Becky is totally the link that makes me and Kirsten's friendship work all the time, because we have such, we butt heads so much.
I'm in the middle of all that nonsense.
The moderator.
The moderator.
No, it's the truth. But I mean, it's just like you have to, and that's the thing. My whole point in saying all that, and from what Emma was talking about in Kirsten, was that when you go out and you look at your chart and you're trying to figure out what this business can do for you, you're not going to get anywhere. You need to get out. Yeah, obviously your chart's important for your business, but you need to go out and see, what friends can I make? I think it was John, Eric, or Mike. I don't remember who said it. Mike, I think it was Mike Patillo. He said, this business is all about helping your friends and then making new ones. And so every time I start getting frustrated and I start feeling down, like, and I'm looking at my chart and I'm like a million miles away from what I'm trying to reach, I just have to remember, like, I just need to go and build relationships. I don't want to like message all these people and just like spam them and be this crazy person. I've done that. I did that when I first started and I was trying to get customers. I spammed the crap out of people, and I'm really not proud of it, but I did it. And I'm not going to lie to you guys about it. But at the end of the day, like, some of the distributors I have now, I've been friends with for months because I stepped out of my comfort zone and I made a new friend. And then now it's like working with a friend instead of working with this person that I don't know. which is always kind of awkward when you're working with somebody you don't know. You know what I mean? Yeah. I got off topic, but
it's all good stuff. I think that everybody, I know that there's a lot of us that need to hear this stuff right now. Even if we're just rambling on and on, it's all really good stuff.
Definitely.
We all need it.
I could probably keep talking for like a few more hours, so I've been around screaming toddlers all day. This is the most peace I've gotten all day today. I get to be like a real girl, a real person.
I'm a real girl.
I'm a real girl.
Mandy.
I think the last thing I'm going to say is that we all know that green carpet is coming up either in June or July. So what I want to do is I want to put a challenge out there. Start saving your money now and get there. Because I can tell you not only will it be amazing for your business, but just being in the same place with your team and really, like, this is really awesome because we get to see each other's faces. But being able to hug somebody for the first time that you've been talking to for months on Facebook is amazing. So definitely I would say I have no idea how much the tickets cost for green carpet. Any idea? You went last year, Kirsten? 200 maybe? That's what they were for conference.
I think they're less.
So just save $200. Be on the safe side. Save up $200 from your next 5 commission checks and get there. Because it's going to be amazing for you, like your soul, and it's going to be amazing for your business. So I did have one thing I wanted to do tonight, but I don't know if everybody's prepared for it.
Well, I was thinking maybe we could put it out there and then people could post it, a video of them doing it.
Okay, well,
Lord, what do you got?
Well, we talked about it too a while back, Kirsten. So what Becky and I were talking about is I want to challenge everybody to get a piece of paper and write down your top 5 fears. And then I want you to burn it. And I want you to take a video of you doing it and post it on Facebook. Because I know it sounds so cheesy, but when you write down your fears and you can see them and then you watch it catch in flames, it's so liberating. Like, I'll probably do it maybe me and Jen will do it tonight because she's sticking around for a while.
We'll do it tonight too. We'll post it on the team page and encourage y'all to do the same.
I think that'll be really awesome.
Yeah, let me tell you, Kyler Pentecost had his team do that the other day, but they wrote down their fears and they put them in paper lanterns and let them fly into the sky.
Oh my gosh.
So I don't have all that.
I don't have a paper lantern, so we can just burn it.
I have a lighter and a grill, so I can throw the paper into that. But yeah, I definitely want to challenge you guys to do that. And then also, whatever goal that you're reaching for right now, take it up a notch and write it everywhere. And then every morning, wake up and tell yourself, I'm diamond, I'm double diamond, or shit, tell yourself you're black diamond, because you will be black diamond one day. It's just
I want everybody on this team, no matter if you're a distributor, if you're not even an executive, you need to be shooting for diamond, because that's the money that's going to change your life. We all join this company because we want money. All the friendships and all this stuff that we have right now is just an added bonus. But we all join for the same reason. We spend $99 because we obviously want to make money. So your goal needs to be diamond. You got to go get that $20,000 bonus.
I know, dude. At the end, I'm telling you, at the end of this month, I want to be announcing so many bonuses that my fingers are on fire. Like, yes. Yeah. Like, even if I will get the bonus, but
I am ready to make a crap ton of collages. So
you too. Like, they're ready. I'm finding pictures now. Like, I'm so ready to see those announcements, and it's just crazy because this is such an amazing team. Kirsten, y'all, is such an amazing leader. She pours out to us so much, like so much more than, I don't know what the Canadian dollars are.
Oh, yeah.
That announcement
it's like 1.5 or something.
Dude, that's crazy. I'm like, I don't know. I don't understand. Like, foreign exchange, like money and stuff and time zones, I'm a huge bitch. I just don't get it. Like, I don't get time zones. I'm bad. I'm like texting one of my girls in California probably like 4 a.m. at her time, and I'm just like really confused. But I need to learn it for real. But anyways, yeah, I want to see those announcements, and this is Holy Our Month, and It's going to be great. And I really am happy that everybody came and I got to see some more faces instead of just your Facebook picture.
Yeah, this is really cool. I think we need to start doing these every week because it's definitely something that we need.
Yeah, and actually, I haven't been doing them once a week. That was my goal. But it's been happening like every other week, and it's always so amazing because you just feel so much more connected. And like being able to see everybody smile just makes my heart so happy.
Yeah, for sure. Not just your words on your keyboard, on the screen. It's that.
I don't understand what's happening, Emma.
Oh, I did want to say that. Oh,
yeah.
That's my
she has her background
screensaver.
as a
I see it
diamond.
every day.
that's awesome. I was just gonna say that if you are in the Houston area on Saturday, Justin and I are doing a wrap party. So if you have potentials or anything, feel free to bring them by. Just message me from our address.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay. Okay, I think that's it. I think I could probably find some more stuff to talk about, but everybody's probably ready to get to bed and stuff. I don't know what you
Courtney
guys.
could talk for hours about a peanut or something.
and I'm not even drinking, so
Y'all are funny.
the little monkey emoji. All right, guys. Well, we love you, and
Love
we'll
y'all.
talk later.
And we believe in you guys.
Yeah. Woo woo.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.